Welcome to the live coverage on the score of this Wesley versus Dharmaraja match. Dharmaraja unbeaten, Wesley suffering 2 losses coming into this game, and looking very much like it's going to be an absolutely pulsating encounter. Already the Rajans having a penalty going amiss, and referee Nizam Jamaldeen is going to have a hard time controlling this game today because both teams are really up for it. Rajans off the back of the maul. Technically a very correct maul there from the Rajans. They're waiting for the ball to come away from that. But good defense from Wesley, driving them back 5 meters. Rajans looked like they had it for a moment, but somehow Wesley managed to get back in touch. This is Rochana. Still maintaining position, but Wesley have gained 15 meters. Quick ball out to the back. This is their number 8, making yards once again. And penalty coming Rajan's way because Wesley had hands in the ruck there. Great ball retention from Dharmaraja. Even though they went back, they didn't hand Wesley the ball, and that was good discipline. And they'll go for the line out and try and attack again from the same position. I'll be surprised if they try anything other than the rolling maul, which almost worked for them just now. Just want to retain possession at the back of the line out. That's what's really important. Some big lads in this Rajan lineup. And that's a line out well won. Not contested there by Wesley. Straight through the middle goes Dharmaraja. The ball's available, but it's on the floor. The forwards want to rumble it on. No forward runners waiting. And that's a real shame. Dharmaraja trying to try a different ploy off that line out. They thought Wesley would be ready for the rolling maul, but it's still very difficult to defend. And they managed to spill the ball forward, so Wesley are lucky to have the put into this scrum. And Dharmaraja will put pressure on it. They mustn't concede the free kick though. And try to put pressure on Rahul De Silva and his fly half. The Wesley captain might try to clear it himself. But that's a good scrum by Dharmaraja. Completely destroying the Wesley outfit, but the referee will reset it because it didn't wheel round, it just collapsed. So the referee will come back, Nizam Jamaldeen, and go on to the other side of the scrum to see what was going on there. Penalty coming to the Rajans. The scrum is maybe an option that they would think about once again. But instead they go for the short tap. This is the number 8. He's made good yards already in these last couple of minutes for the Rajans. It's available. And that's a try. First try to Dharmaraja. Brilliant work there by the Dharmaraja lads. Their forwards were on the front foot all of that exchange. They camped themselves for the last 5 minutes or so in the Wesley 22, and it was only going to be a matter of time. It was only an issue of whether it was going to be 3 points or 5 points that the Rajans were going to come away with, and they're hoping to come away with 7 now. It's good work by the Rajans forwards, the three quarters, not seeing any of the ball there, trying to keep it close and disciplined and rumble it through. And they've noticed probably that this is a weak link for the Wesleyites. It's a great kick. Fantastic kick by the fly half there for Dharmaraja. Converts it easy as pie. And that's 7-0. A crushing lead for Dharmaraja at this point because Wesley have been under the cosh. Wesley will need to come back strong and not concede a 2-score lead if they want to stay in this game. They've suffered 2 defeats in the last 2 weekends, and will want to ensure that they don't make it easy for this unbeaten Dharmaraja outfit. Rahul De Silva, the good pass out to his fly half. This is what Wesley like to do. They like to work it wide. This is Jurangpati putting the kick in and finding good touch. So Wesley coming right back and putting themselves into an attacking position in the Dharmaraja 22. Let's see what they can do with this line-out. Situm Peris will be the target man, number 7. He was indeed the target man, but it was overthrown. Dharmaraja complete indiscipline on their line, throwing the ball away. Now we've got Wesley's got chances out wide. They're running wide. Jurangpati trying to go all the way, and oh, that was such a terrible bit of play by him. A shocking bit of play by the Wesley fly half there. He got a gift of a ball. Should have passed it out to his wingers who were waiting like vultures on the outside, but instead chose to go on his own. Running all the way across the field and conceding the ball. That was a very silly bit of play by the Wesley player. Despite the fact that Wesley tried to do their best to let go of that ball, they managed to get it back. And here they have it. Dharmaraja have a put into the scrum. Good scrum by Wesley. But the number 8 comes away with it and breaks free. Makes good yards. And that's a good clearance by the Dharmaraja fly half. So Wesley have the line out once again in the Dharmaraja half, but they've gotten chased away from that 22 without putting much pressure on the Dharmaraja goal line. And that was good defense from the Rajans, although they had a moment of madness. It's a terrible line out once again by Wesley. They're going to the back, and that's always difficult for schoolboy throwers. It's a crooked throw called by Nizam Jamaldeen, but the last 2 lineouts they've chosen to go to number 6. And that's a difficult ball for anyone. You've got to have your timing exactly right. And somehow they don't seem to have that. Clearly missing Cincy Sigurds at the back of the scrum. He suffered an injury. This is Raja's number 8. Breaking once again, going wide and coming back inside, gaining good yards. His forwards are on the front foot. Situm Peris trying to charge down what he thought was a kick, but the Rajans choose to run it. Staying on their feet nicely. Quick ball once again, recycled for Dharmaraja. This time the boot is put to it and Madhushankar takes it at the back. He's got gas now. The kick and chases ahead. Oh, he's got all the way. Is he? No, he's not. Oh, fantastic work by Madhushankar, putting real pressure. But good work also by the Dharmaraja fullback. Wesley running it back. That was Madhushan trying to run that ball back for Wesley, but he was pummeled. And penalty, says the referee. And we'll see Rojana Hettiarachi stepping up to try and increase the Rajans' lead to 10 points. He tries to gain a couple of feet, but referee Nizam Jamaldeen, a very good place kicker in his time as well, was wise to it and said thank you very much, but go back. So Dharmaraja holding sway in the first 15 minutes of this game. They've started with what can only be described as a bang. As we have Vijay Singha who lines his kick up. Looked like Rochana that was going to take it earlier, but Vijay Singha, who's already had one very successful conversion from the left touchline, shouldn't have a problem with distance in this one. And it's good. That's a great kick by Vijay Singha. 40 meters out, just to the right of the So Wesley find themselves 10-0 down in the first 15 minutes of this game. The Rogers number 8 collecting that one. That was Veerakon. That's a big busting run up the middle by Veerakon. Is he going to go all the way? Situm Pires grabs him, his opposite number. That was a thumping run by the Rajans. Adhikari with another rumble forward. The ball's lost forward, but the referee says play on. Rahul De Silva with his clears it. Rahul again, snaffle that time, throws a hospital pass out to Tilakaratne. Tilakaratne puts the boot in, but it's full out. So he'll come all the way back. Wesley have already succumbed to the pressure that these Rajans are. They really don't look like they know what hit them early on. They need to gather themselves, get some composure, and see if they can resist this Rajan onslaught. They look like they mean business, the Dharmaraja lads here today. They look dangerous with the ball in hand, and their place kicker has also looked in fantastic form. Good line out, claimed at the back by Navalage. Just quick hands through the backs, but unfortunately it was spilled by Madhusankar. Bit of handbags, no real problems there between Udangamua and Sigurds, who is playing in the prop position. Wesley scrum is good, but it's wheeled around. Rahul De Silva really needs to get this ball out of the scrum early. Little bit of gamesmanship by the scrum half. That's Pilapitia. Pilapitia on the Wesley captain Rahul De Silva. You can see it just there. Pilapitia telling him, bring it on, mate. And let's see what he does now. And well, Pilapitia suffering from that loss of concentration himself. And he awards a free kick to Wesley. So Pilapitia is all very good to remind the opposite number of when he's made a mistake. Rahul De Silva seems to be pointing to the touchline, but I think that was a good ploy by Madhushan there to just thump the ball deep down the park. Lucky to get away without a knock on there. The referee taking a bit of pity on him. Maybe he didn't see it. So Wesley back in an attacking position, but it's not their ball. To try and steal this one, but Wesley don't seem to be contesting the balls that aren't theirs. Real buzz around the ground here at the CRNFC today. Both sets of supporters newly promoted from... Oh, that's a bad knock-on by Pilapitia there. Looks for his threes this time. This is Madhushan. Madhushan looking to Madhushankar. Inside ball shown by Madhushankar. He's still on his feet. Going, Madhushankar still staying on his feet, the little lad. Now his forwards pile in. De Silva looks for it. Situm Piris hands off the man. But it spills forward. Situm Piris for a second looked like he was free. But just a last gasp tackle, a tug on the jersey from the Rajans. That's a terrible kick from the Rajans, fly half. He goes into touch and Wesley will have the line out. Here we see that kick once again. That was Pilapitia, who's lost a little bit of concentration since he had that little shoving match with Rahul De Silva, and that's why it's important to keep your eyes on the game more than anything else. If you're in the lead, if you're sure of what you're doing, then you can probably try and tell the opposition what they should be doing, but until then, you've got to make sure you know what you're doing yourself. So Wesley line out, Buddhi Kandika trying to find his jumper, but it's overthrown once again at the back. The Rajans come away with it. That's through Navalage. And it's a penalty for Dharmaraja for Wesley not retiring behind the gate. He's done a lot of running for the Rajans already, Veerakon, in this first quarter of the game. Quick ball out. Rajans staying on their feet. This is good work from them. Making good yards. Quick ball. This is Hettiarachi. Hettiarachi is still going. And that's a good call by the ref. Scrum, he says, for a knock-on. Situm Piris comes away with it. Rahul De Silva is the extra man in the line, but Wesley put it to their boots. Fullback Vijay Singh is quick to punish that, but assistant referee Rishad Carter says that was taken back. So that's a bad mistake by Vijay Singh. Collected the ball just a touch outside his 22 and took it back. So that means that he will have to come back and play the line out from his 22-meter line. So Wesley have another line out. Will they keep persisting with this throw to the back? Yes, they do. And it's overthrown once again. I don't understand why they're persisting with this. Lovely reverse pass by Rahul De Silva. Into the line comes the other wing three-quarter, Tilakaratne. Pires to Sigurds on the wing. He makes good ground and gets back onto his feet. De Silva with quick ball once again for his fly half. Now Wesley have some space. Almost picked off. Almost picked off there by Madhusankar in the centers. And this is Rahul De Silva. Rahul again finds his runner. That was Cincy Sigurds. Nice reverse ball again for Sigurds from Rahul. And they're almost over the Wesleyites. And it is. It's a try. Here we go. That's a try off the end. Here's a pickup and then a dive over. That's a great try from Wesley. Some good little reverse balls from Rahul De Silva in that entire move. So Wesley strike back and we'll look for the 7-pointer here. It's the right angle of the field for Rahul De Silva, who's a left-footed kicker. So on the right side of play is where he'd like to be. And that misses well wide. It's the difference between the two teams is the quality of the place kicker. Vijay Singh versus De Silva. 5 points on Vijay Singh's boot. And that's the difference between the two sides here. 10 points to 5. Wesley trying to hit back. Kick off by Vijay Singh for Dharmaraja. Rahul De Silva makes yards. Tries a little basketball pass out to his supporting runners. Leaves it behind to Tilakaratne. Now he comes across the field, tries to step in and gets isolated. That's great work by Dharmaraja in defense. Now Rahul De Silva puts the boot to it. But there's plenty of people home for Wesley. And the referee calls a knock-on. Good pressure here. You see the chase coming in, the ball bouncing. That was Madhusankar giving chase. Pilapidia was the one who was trying to get back. And the fullback Vijay Singh is the guy who knocked it on. So quite a comedy of errors there. Now the Wesley crowd getting into the game. They've been a bit quiet for the last 25 minutes or so, but they seem to be on good voice now. Situm Pires goes off the back. Pilapidia intercepts. Somehow gets it back for his runner. That's Vijay Singh. Rajans have gone back, but they've still got the ball. This is real unstructured rugby from both teams. That was not a great bit of work by Veerakon, who has been a good runner for them. No surprise that that's Situm Pires on the ground. Spends a lot of his time there for Wesley. The man who I describe as being held together by tape. Can see all the kinetic tape on his hamstrings there. But as soon as the referee comes along and tells him to go off, he's fine. So penalty for Wesley, and they look for the line out once again. I will be really surprised if they go for that overthrown line out ball again. Number 6 and number 7 they've been throwing to, and they've not got a single one. Don't understand why they just don't go to number 2. But it looks once again like they have their number 6 in that line there. Number 30 is Charlotte, who is being lifted at the back, but Situm Pires goes up in the middle, and that's well stolen by the Rajans. That was good line out stealing. Dharmaraja goes blind. Under pressure is Hettiarachi. Arya wants to fields it. This is Madhushankar putting the step in. Finds the offload nicely, but isolated is a Wesley ball carrier. That's held up, it's a maul. Well stolen by the Rajans there, but Rahul De Silva's got it back. That was taken back too, it looked like. Yes, that was a correct call by the referee. Hettiarachi did collect that ball and take it backwards. So the line out is going to be on the 22-meter line. Bad mistake again by Dharmaraja. Buddhi Kandika is the man guilty of having not won almost a single line out for Wesley so far. Not cleanly anyway. That one's overthrown once again. De Silva is the first man to the loose ball. He's going to dummy and go. Is he? No, he's going wide to his winger. That's a great fend by the number 11. That's Jurangpati. But before Jurangpati can get to the ball, his opposite number has got there and dotted it down for a touchdown. So he'll come back for the 22 restart. Rahul De Silva is throwing plenty of long balls today, but they've settled down, Wesley, and they're looking a little less nervous than they did in the first half hour. But the Rajans still having very much of the power play in this first half. Great offload and wonderful collection by the Rajan forward. When they go forward, they really go forward, this Dharmaraja team. Hettiarachi. Powerful run. Situm Pires desperately trying to. He's got to move away. That's a good call by the referee. Situm Pires made no attempt to free the player. That's Veerakon. Veerakon, who is one of the chief ball carriers for the Rajans. And referee says tackler not rolling away. That's a very good call from the referee. Even we could see it from where we are. So Dharmaraja go back into the Wesley half. Referee, or coach rather, Terence Henry at the edge of the technical areas there. He's got to tell his hooker to stop throwing to number 6. Dharmaraja with the line out. This is Hirapitia to throw in. Nicely taken at the back, but it's not a straight throw. So Hirapitia unfortunately giving that ball away to Wesley after they got into a promising position. And the Wesleyites, unlike the scrum, going for a line out. This is a very unusual call. I haven't seen this in a long, long time. They go in the front finally. And it's won by Hamidon in the front. And finally the Wesleyites winning a line out by going to number 2 instead of number 6. Hamidon just a nice straight basic jump at the front. And Buddhi Kandika finding him this time. It's an important scrum for Wesley. They mustn't concede before half time if they want to stay in touch in this game. But it's wheeled around and it's good scrummaging by the big forward pack from Dharmaraja. It's a big man on that side. Good scrum by Wesley once again. Sigurds on this side, but Veerakon comes away with it nicely. Hamidon trying to wrestle the ball free of him. It's good ball from the Rajans. Hettiarachi spins it wide. Good angle run from Vijay Singh, the fullback. He puts the kick in, but unfortunately for his winger, just couldn't hold on to it. Kulawansa running onto that ball. And yes, it's a penalty try, says the referee. Let's see that replay again. There we see it, yes. Kulawansa was running onto that ball and he was pulled back before he could get there. So referee is saying, clearly gesturing the pull back and giving the penalty try under the posts. That's an easy conversion for Vijay Singh. So it's 17 points to 5 at the moment. And Wesley, they came back and scored several tries before half-time against Trinity last week. But they've conceded one just before half-time on this evening. Guilty of silly mistakes, the Wesley team. Making some bad decisions, asking for the line out when they should have opted for the scrum. Not getting quick ball out of that scrum also is a problem. Situm Pires is not a natural number 8. Playing in that position because Sigurds has moved to prop. You've got to be able to clear the ball, especially when your scrum is under pressure, and he doesn't seem to be able to do that. That's a big problem that they're having. Madhushan waiting for a ball. Ball's been kicked away, so the Wesley College team who are hosting should really have a couple of balls at the ready. Forward pack for Wesley has been under the caution, especially in the scrums. And in the loose, Veerakon has really been making them pay with some barging runs. So a lot of time being wasted while this ball comes back, and referee needs another check of it. Madhushan to kick off for Wesley. After a small break, let's see if Wesley can attack this ball. They do. Hamidon spins out of one tackle. That's good technique from him. Gains yard. So this is Rahul De Silva running across. But he finds a nice ball to his centers. One of them who goes down. But there is a knock on before that. So seems to be a game plan. Rahul De Silva running across. and finding long balls to his outside backs. I'm not sure it's working. What worked against Trinity was the fact that they used their hands effectively and got Aryavansa and Madhusanka free on the wings. But this Dharmaraja rush defense has prevented them from doing that. Pilapitiya waits. Veerakon comes away once again and beats the first man as he has done all evening. Pilapitiya again. Vijay Singh puts his boot to it. And Aryavansa waits. Finds his partner in crime, Madhusanka here. Madhusanka steps and steps again, but runs into trouble. Rahul De Silva goes short side. They've got numbers here, Wesley. Madhushan looking for the inside ball. That's nicely done. Aryavansa. Welcome back to the live coverage on TheScore.lk of this game between the unbeaten Dharmaraja team and Wesley College. This is Vijay Singh putting the boot to it and chasing through, and he somehow comes up with the ball. What a fantastic score from the Rajas. Watch this here. Vijay Singh puts his left boot to it, chases it up all the way for 50 meters, barges Aryavansh out of the way, collects the ball and falls over. Jarit Koda got on hand to tell referee Jamaldeen that was a try. And they start the second half as they started the first with a good try early on to completely take the wind out of the Wesley sails. So Vijay Singh, who has scored most of the points here for Dharmaraja, will step up and try to make the conversion from almost an identical spot that he had it in the first half. A try out of absolutely nothing there. Just put the grubber through, and it had enough legs to take to the try line, and so did Vijay Singh. Aryavantha really should have done a little better defensively. He knew that Vijay Singh was herring up, should have protected the ball, but he didn't do that. Ground goes quiet as Vijay Singh lines his kick up, and it's just a little bit wide of the right post. Angle the ball a little bit away from the post by the looks of things there. Wesley kickoff and a terrible restart, but somehow claimed by the Rajans there. And Wesley conceding a penalty once again. So it has been a terrible passage of play in the last 20 minutes or so by the Wesleyites. They conceded a penalty try just before half time and have conceded a legitimate try in the first 2 minutes of the second half. Hirapitia with the ball for Dharmaraja. Attacking line out once again. Good work in the middle of the line out. They swing back, but unfortunately he's dragged into touch. Just short. But a penalty was coming because the Wesleyites were not 10 meters. So Dharmaraja have the ball once again and they're attacking this Wesley line with vigor. Quick ball by Pilapitia. Hettiarachi goes to the drop goal. But the Wesley line is offside once again. They're going to have to watch for a yellow card coming out here. Sidhum Peris is on the floor once again, the place where he spends most of his time. But him being on the ground is not going to help him because he's been shown the yellow card just as I was saying he would. Coming in from the side, says the referee. And too many penalties in the red zone. So Sidhum Peris is off and Veerakon is off too with the ball in his hand. Penalty once again for hands in the ruck. That's Randhira at the bottom of that ruck. Nawalage tries to power his way through but driven back powerfully in defense. This is Vijay Singh, steps inside, but the cover is across. Hettiarachi rather. Rochana Hettiarachi at fly half for the Rajans, an influential player for them. But Vijay Singh has been doing all the work at the back for the Dharmaraja lads. Veerakon carries it forward. His forwards pile in to help him. Pilapitia. Siskaria Vasam taking the ball forward for Dharmaraja. Pilapitia borrows in to get the ball. They lose it. But that's a nice bustling run by Udangamur. Udangamur holds the ball up. And the penalty advantage is coming for the Rajans once again. Veerasekara Goes in to try and protect the ball. This is Vijay Singh. And that's a try. That's a try by the other Vijay Singh. This is Vijay Singh in number 7 who took the short tap. Got his way almost to the line. And Hettiarachi diving over the line there. Easiest try he's ever going to score. And the Wesley defense in absolute tatters today. It wasn't very structured against Trinity. It wasn't very structured in any of the games I've seen really. But today it's looking exceptionally bad. And the Dharmaraja offense is absolutely cutting the Wesleyites to pieces. Mammoth crowd here at the CRNFC grounds to watch Wesley try and beat this unbeaten Dharmaraja side, and lots of travelling supporters as well from the Rajans. As Vijay Singh knocks that one over as we expect him to. And a commanding lead for Wesley now, for Dharmaraja now. Rahul De Silva in your shot there, having a bad day at the office along with the rest of his three-quarter line. They have done absolutely nothing, and Rahul has to take the blame for some of those mistakes. Not right option taking by him, and tactically just very elaborate without any execution. Number 18, Liana Godage coming back onto the field for Wesley, coming onto the field rather, as Vijay Singh looks to clear. And finds awesome touch. It's a thundering boot by Vijay Singh. The Rajans attacking once again, but it's not their ball, but they'll fancy it theirs because the Wesley lineout has been so weak. But Hamidon claims it in the middle. Rahul De Silva with the kick from the base. It's a good one. Sends Dharmaraja right back, but the chase is poor. This is Vijay Singh. The try scorer puts his left boot to it. Not claimed by the Rajans. Wesley through De Silva. Madhushan drops the ball, but he drops it backwards. Good defense on him by Udangamur. And Rahul De Silva runs across once again. But the Rajans are there in their numbers to tackle the man with the ball. Ranadira waits for it. The prop is the first receiver. Offside, says the referee, and taken quickly by Rahul De Silva. Thumping hit on him. Just trying to be a little too clever, De Silva. Should have spent some time and got that ball into touch, given his forwards a breather. But they're trying to play at a hectic pace, Wesley, and this is always going to come back to haunt them. Stolen there, but the referee says it was not straight. So they'll come back for the scrum, and this time they will take the scrum. Madhuanta finds Hamidon. This is better from Wesley in the line out. So it's not that they didn't have the skill, it was just bad decision making. It's a lovely rolling ball by the Wesley boys. Coming off the back. That was an interesting tackle there by Hettiarachi, the fly half. You watch it here, it could have been very dangerous. Could have been very, very dangerous if that boy fell on his head. It was Pereira, I think. Luckily for Hettiarachi, the whistle had already gone, so the referee wasn't really intent on pursuing that tackle where he took the tackle player below the 90. J.R. Pereira. Rajan's winning that line out as well. Big boot put in there, but claimed nicely by Madhusankar. Madhusankar runs into the heavy traffic. He's been looking for contact, unfortunately for him. Hamidon finds Seagerts. Oh, that's a lovely run by Sinsi Seagerts. Rahul De Silva to Pereira. Pereira makes good ground. Still going, but that's a penalty surely. You've got to get on your feet, lad. You can't borrow a commando crawl on the floor with the ball. But there was a penalty before that, and the referee comes back to it. De Silva puts the ball into touch and will want to attack from the line out, which is functioning much better in the first 15 minutes of this second half. Hamidon has been the go-to man, and Madhuanta coming back into the number 2 jersey instead of Buddhi Kandika, who started this game, has made a huge difference to the line out. Stolen once but knocked on by the Rajans. De Silva waits. Seagerts steps inside, makes ground. The ball is available for the captain. Still a penalty coming. And Wesley almost at the try line. Rahul waits once again. This is Tilakaratna at fly half, but it's taken by Pereira. It's another good little run from one of the forwards. De Silva. Tilakaratna. Tilakaratna looks for Madhushan, but the ball is behind him. It goes backwards though. Madhushankar tries to rescue it, but it's good defense from this match has had a few frayed tempers. It's unnecessary. Completely unnecessary. I haven't seen any of this stuff in the other league matches this season. This is the most bits of argy-bargy that we've seen all season so far. And the referee having a word to De Silva and Rochana Hettiarachi, the captain. And the captains having a word with their two teams. See, the only problem that I see in this Wesley huddle as you look across to the Dharmaraja lads as well is that Rahul De Silva seems to have lost his composure. He seems to be berating his team, which is not really great. De Silva gives it to Pereira. Pereira makes some good yards. De Silva once again. It's a good tackle. But Seagerts is over. Since Seagerts is over for the try, watch it here. Rahul De Silva. The ball comes out somehow for Seagerts, who was following up that run nicely. And the cries of Zamzam Zaki echo around the CRNFC ground. Wesley have finally scored. And with the conversion to come, are 19 points behind.